Today we're going to be talking about the special angle pairs and when we have parallel lines. So the formal name is 3.2 angles and parallel lines, but we'll be talking about what happens with our special angle pairs, what's their relationship when we have two parallel lines and a transversal. Okay, our corresponding angles postulate. If two lines are cut by a transversal and the pair of corresponding angles are congruent. So angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. And then any other set of our corresponding angles are congruent. So our abbreviation for this, and my abbreviations are a little bit different than other teachers, so just be aware of that. And I want you to use my abbreviations because they're the ones that I'm familiar with. Parallel lines gives us corresponding angles congruent. Alternate interior angles. So if I have alternate interior angles, so if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then the alternate interior angles are also congruent. And our abbreviation there is parallel lines gives us, that little arrow in geometry means gives us or implies or is like this is the hypothesis, this is the conclusion piece of an if-then statement. Alternate interior congruent. So it should have a little angle in there. Consecutive interior. Okay, remember, I might sometimes be using the terminology same side interior. Some other teachers might use that. Our book uses consecutive interior, so that's the terminology I want us to be familiar with. These two angles are consecutive interior, and they are supplementary. So parallel lines gives us same side interior. Oh, I guess I can't use that because we're not using that. Consecutive interior supplementary. I liked using same side supplementary. It kind of helped my students out with that alliteration with all of the S's in there. But our book doesn't use it, so I'm going to go with consistent of what our book uses. Alternate exterior. If I have alternate exterior angles and we have two parallel lines cut by a transversal, those angles end up being congruent, and our abbreviation again is parallel lines gives us alternate exterior congruent. And our perpendicular transversal. If a transversal is perpendicular to one of two parallel lines, then it is perpendicular. I think I spelled that wrong. I didn't. Perpendicular to the other. So I have two parallel lines. One line is perpendicular to H. I know I'm going to be perpendicular to K, because even if I'm just looking at it, this angle here, which is corresponding with this angle, they have to be congruent. If that one's 90, that one also has to be 90. Okay, so some algebra. We're going to be doing a lot of algebra with these. So I'm given that angle 1 is 32 degrees. Tell which postulate or theorem that you used. Okay, so for angle 2 is corresponding, so that is also 32. And parallel lines gives us corresponding angles congruent. Angle 3. Angle 3 is also 32. You technically could use vertical angles, but another one is parallel lines gives us alternate exterior, because it's an alternate exterior. This angle here is alternate exterior with angle 1. Alternate exterior, congruent, Angle 4. Angle 4 is not a special angle pair with any angle, but it is both supplementary with angle 3 and angle 2, so it is 148 degrees. And I think that would be, I guess, the best theorem is supplements theorem. Two angles that form a linear pair are supplementary. And then angle 5, I know this one is 148. 148. So therefore it is supplementary with angle 5 because they are consecutive interior angles. So that one is 32. Parallel lines gives us consecutive interior supplementary. Okay, example 2. They give us angle 5, so I'm solving for x. They give me angle 5 here and angle 7. So those two angles there, those are going to be congruent. 2x minus 10 is going to be equal to x plus 15 because if M is my transversal, P and Q are my parallel lines, those are corresponding angles. If I subtract over the x and I add over the 10, I get a 25. Same picture, now I'm given angle 4 and angle 8. Okay, well this one kind of got me because there is no technical special angle pair, but angle 8 and angle 6 are congruent. We know 4 and 6 add up to 180 degrees. So this one is a little bit more work. Okay, so now I have to do some algebra here. I have 8y. If I add that 100 over, I get 280. If I divide, we get 35. In our next example, this special angle pair, well, those are same side interior or consecutive interior. So again, those are going to add up to 180. Let me make sure I write it down correctly. And so therefore, in this example, x equals 28.5. Okay, so that is your, when we have parallel lines, what happens with our special angle pairs. Thank you for watching.